Just had a little breakfast snack that Steph made. Perfect with the coffee. Delicious. And it's Friday. We did it. It's also one of my favorite sentences of the week. We did it. It's Friday. We've been hearing about, well, not hearing. We've been experiencing, living in the present this week. And I feel like a lot of these talks have been more prescriptive than normal. And God doesn't always do prescriptive sometimes, but not always. God shows us the way. Well, God is the way. But God also shows us the way. Gives us examples, parables, stories. And, I think it's a good way to end the week. An example of what we've been talking about. An example from God of living in the present. So I turn your attention to John chapter 13. It's the Last Supper. It's the Maundy Thursday text. Jesus watching the disciples' feet, right? That in the midst of what is to come, talk about knowing what's to come in this case, right? We talk about uncertainty. God knows what's coming. God knows that he will be betrayed, denied, beaten, crucified, die. God knows that's in the future, and yet Jesus still chooses to live in the moment of the Last Supper. Right, we have this institution of communion, of course, that'll help in years to come. But then we also have this washing of the feet in John's gospel narrative, right? That the Son of Man didn't come to be served, but to serve. And then we go into this, if you keep reading the chapter, it goes into this narrative of love. So we've talked all week. What does it mean to live in the moment? Why it's good for us? How God is with us in living in the moment, right? And Jesus sums it up perfectly. In loving the disciples, even though he knows what some of them are going to do, what all of them are going to do, no one stands up for him. Jesus loves the disciples. He serves them. And this is how we can live in the moment. How can we love our neighbors and love God? How can we serve the needs of the world? Not someday, but right now. And God gives us an example that even when life is, you can choose your descriptor if you like, when the poo hits the fan, shall we say, right? When the poo hits the fan, how do we still live in the moment? How do we still live fully in what God is calling to us to do now? As we've been saying, but God knows that the cross will come. It will. Instead of worrying about it and fretting, and Jesus lives in that moment. He shares that special moment with the disciples, with people that he loves. I don't want us to miss out on any opportunity as well with God and with each other. So I hope that this weekend and this whole week has been helpful in how to live in the moment, that we start each day thinking about, seize the day, as the saying goes. This is a moment that we've been called for. Every moment is precious. Every moment can be sacred. It's up to us to live fully into it. So I hope you have a blessed rest of the weekend. And I know, sin boldly, but believe in God ever boldly still. Live fully every day.